Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is Mac again, bringing y'all another UFC commentary. This isn't a live com. The last one was a live com. And I actually want to talk about that really quick before I get started. This gameplay that you're going to be watching is two of the best in UFC in their division. I believe is welterweight. This is BJ Penn and George St. Pierre. This fight is crazy. They be getting it in. And I'm not going to ruin it for y'all, but you got to stay to the end because it goes down to the wire. It's a real close fight, real entertaining. It actually looks like a real fight as opposed to me playing and recording myself play, and all I'm doing is throwing haymakers because I really don't know how to play this game that well. But I was wondering if you, like, how y'all feel about this UFC thing, how you feel about the sport, the game. Would you mind seeing more content from this game? I actually want to start doing kind of like a mod player where they let you create your own character and play through his career. I want to do that. I had started one just when I bought the game just to fuck around and have some fun. And I was thinking of recording the process and making it a series on the channel. So if y'all want to see that, if that's something y'all interested in, let me know. A couple of people said they did want to see more UFC, so that's why I'm putting this up. So, like I was saying, man, I'm starting to feel this UFC thing, this whole MMA thing in general. I used to be a big boxing guy, but I gotta be honest, man, boxing is dead. It's ass. It's like it's nothing. It's never nothing going on. Never nobody I want to see. If it's not Pacquiao or Mayweather, it's like, who the hell cares? That's really how I feel at this point. And now with that fight between them, Pacquiao turning it down, it's like, man, whatever. I'm MMA all day. I'm not a huge MMA fan, mostly because I don't understand the sport that well. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. When I first started watching it or when I first heard about it, when it first started getting some buzz, like a couple years ago, I saw these dudes like in these small ass shorts kicking each other, and I was put off. I'm not even gonna lie, I was put off. But I actually started watching like highlights, and I'm like, damn, these dudes be getting it in. They be fucking each other up, and they really are athletic, and they really are skilled at what they do. So. And playing this game, this UFC Undisputed 3, I'm starting to get a better grasp of the sport and the rules and shit like that. And that's pretty much what this commentary is going to be about. I'm curious to know how many of you guys actually play sports. Even if you don't play sports, how many of you guys actually learned the rules or got a better understanding of a particular sport because of video games? Because for me personally, video games and sports, video games and a lot of things go hand in hand, and people don't realize that. But for me, I grew up, I was raised almost 100% by women. I didn't have a father growing up. I don't have a father now, but I have an uncle who played in the NFL. He was always big on football, and I played a little bit of football when I was younger, like Pop Warner. I ended up, I'll save that for later, but I played some Pop Warner, and it was mostly because of him pushing me. But I was rebellious. I really didn't give football a chance at first because I felt like only reason why I'm doing this is because he's asking me to do it, or he's telling me to do it. It's not because it's something that I want to do. It's not because I love the sport. So yeah, at a young age, I didn't really like sports all that much. I played them casually with my friends just because they were doing it. But I started gaming, and for me, Madden Live, NBA Live, it was a fucking boxing game. I know it was EA Sports, and I know it was what eventually would turn out to be Fight Night, but it wasn't called Fight Night at the time. And for the life of me, I cannot think of what this damn game was called. But I used to play all those sports games. I even used to play them wrestling games on like Nintendo 64 and shit. But playing those games, I started to actually understand the sport and understand the rules and understand the players and all that. And I really started to fall in love with it. Like for me, with football, I used to sit there every Sunday, watch football with my family, and be like, what the fuck is going on? And this was at a real young age. I really just could not comprehend what was going on. I'd watch basketball games. I just know dudes is shooting the ball in the basket. I didn't know the rules. I didn't really know what a foul was. I didn't know what a free throw or a three-pointer or how much they were worth and none of that. I didn't know none of that. And then I started picking up these games and I'm like, okay, a free throw is after you get fouled. You know what I'm saying? Or a three-pointer is obviously worth 3 points if you make it. And one is when you get fouled and the basket counts. So I started to pick up on all these things, and I'm curious to know how much of you guys' knowledge of sports has come from the actual video games themselves. For me, again, I was a bad kid. I was a bad kid. So my high school years were never spent more than a year at one school. I bounced around. I think I went to like 6 high schools in 4 years. And I ended up not even finishing. But I'm not even gonna get into that. Me being a dickhead when I was younger is a commentary for another day. But anyway, my 11th grade year, I started playing football, and it was mostly because it was because of Madden. I'm not gonna lie. I was into football a little bit before then, and it was because of Madden. But I started playing football in 11th grade, and I started getting good. I started hitting the weights, started beasting. I was like, in 11th grade, I was 5'11", 185 pounds, and I was like muscle. Before I ended up playing at this high school, if y'all are from Philadelphia, you're probably familiar with this high school in the suburbs called Lower Merion. That's where Kobe Bryant went to high school and played ball before he got drafted by the Lakers. I went to Upper Merion, and it was because that's not in the Philadelphia school district at all. It's like in Montgomery County. But I was a bad kid. I used to get in trouble, used to get locked up, and as a result, they put me in a group home. So I had to live out in the suburbs, and so they put me in this high school, and I was one of the only black kids there, and one of the like 5 or 6 black kids on the football team. And I started to excel, man. My uncle started to be proud of me. He was in the NFL for a couple, I can't remember how long, but he played for the Chargers and the Eagles. His name is Carlos Bradley. You can Google him if you like. But so yeah, Madden started to give me an understanding of football, and I started to excel. And again, I was a bad kid, so I ended up fucking up, not being able to get a scholarship, not going to college to play football. But after that, I started to play semi-pro football. And I started to excel. I was getting paid to play football, and it wasn't a lot. I mean, I wasn't rich at all. It was like a normal salary, but I was having a lot of fun. I eventually got hurt, and I partially tore my MCL, my ACL, and partially tore my Achilles, all in the same injury. So yeah, I don't play football anymore, but I still have a passion for all these sports, and it's because of these games. I remember one summer, I used to make fun of people who played soccer. I used to make fun of people who played sports like lacrosse and rugby and shit like that because I didn't understand it. And a guy just recently commented one of my last UFC video, and he said something to the effect that he never really understood rugby and he never wanted to play it, but he really enjoyed playing the football or the rugby game. And I'm like, yo, it's the same thing for me. Like, I'm gonna be 100% real with y'all right now. Y'all gonna think this shit is crazy, but the absolute best sports game I have ever played, or at least had the most fun playing, was fucking FIFA soccer, FIFA 07. I downloaded that demo, and I'm telling you, my cousins, my brother, everybody was over here at my house playing FIFA. The demo, we didn't even buy the game. We was playing the demo. It was that much fun, and we was just rocking out to that shit. So, I mean, my question to you guys is, how much of your football or basketball or any sports knowledge has come from video games, and how much has it helped you along the way in your sports career? It's crazy because for me, the games, they let you see the action from another point of view, which is really helpful, because when you're actually on the field or on the court, everything looks different. And you know, when you watch a football game or something to that effect, you see the quarterback go over to the sideline after an interception or something, and what is he doing? He's looking at pictures from the press box. And that's what it's about. That's how you learn. You can't really see things from every angle if you're out there on the field. So again, this is Mac from the M Factor. I'm curious to know how y'all feel about this subject, how good you've become, or how much you love sports because of the actual sports games. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.